Do you see the connection? Do you see the circle? The Word of God is amazingly perfect. Only an engineer could have done that. Don't have other gods. He has all the commandments. At the bottom, you will not covet anything. You have me. You don't need anything. If you have God, you shall not covet. You don't need to covet. You have the highest treasure, the wealthiest. And I've told you my sin, right? I've told you of my sin of liking nice homes with front water views, with nice boats parked. I've told you that that's my sin. But when I'm done seeing them, I always tell my wife, the happiest of them, at best, is tied with us. Because we have Christ. And we are heirs of God and fellow heirs with Him. The richest of them, the nicest home, the nicest yacht, at best, is tied with a Christian who has God. And I want to finish with a testimony. I hope the guys put the picture there. I really do, as I asked Pastor Dayton. I want to conclude with a testimony of my nephew Julio. Some of you may remember the little guy on the left-hand side who used to come to Cornerstone frequently in the summers, summer camps, was my son Miguel, best friend at the time. And he visited us many times as a kid in the 90s and early 2000s. And today he's 36. He's a father, a successful lawyer, and an even more successful real estate developer. His company with his dad and other partners build homes and projects in Punta Cana. They're doing extremely well. And Julio grew up in the church, hearing the gospel, knowing the gospel. He would do family worship in our home when he came to visit us. He would do family worship with his parents when he was little. But he grew up and he grew apart from the Lord. And he didn't want anything to do with the gospel. Very few weeks ago, less than a month ago, his mother calls me and says, Julio wants you to call him. Hey, Julio, what's up, dude? Tío is uncle in Spanish. Tío, I came to the Lord. I had all this success, all this well-being. I would gather with my partners and tell them, congratulations, we're doing well. Awesome. Happy for you. But I'm empty. And he would tell them, I feel empty. I am empty. Something is missing. And he said to me, Tío, I knew what was missing. I knew what I was lacking. And one day I was on an airplane and I couldn't take it anymore. And I came to Jesus and said, receive me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I come to you. And I couldn't contain my tears, and I spent a lot of time crying, and I didn't even care what people thought about my crying because I was alone on that airplane. But I came to the Lord because I was empty, and I knew what was it that I needed. And he just told me, my only regret is that it took me to be 36 years old to do it. I wasted so much time. And I said to him, no, mijo. You didn't waste a second. You came to Christ at God's appointed time. That's when you were supposed to come. And Christ is all we need. No more stuff, no more money, no more the current incumbent to leave office so that another incumbent comes and fixes it, and then the next incumbent leaves office, and then, guys, it's even in the Bible. It is ridiculous. It is a lie. It is a circus. And we fight over that. It is not more stuff. It is not political power. It is not economy. It is not the stock market. What we need is Christ and nothing else.